The Enola Gay, a name that resonates with both awe and sorrow. On that fateful day in August 1945, she soared through the skies, carrying the weight of a world-changing decision. This B-29 superfortress wasn't just a plane. She was a symbol of technological prowess and military might. As she approached Hiroshima, the crew knew they were about to unleash a force unlike any other. The bomb, codenamed Little Boy, was a culmination of years of research and ambition, but it also marked the beginning of a new era fraught with ethical dilemmas. The mission was shrouded in secrecy, yet its consequences were monumental. The Enola Gay's flight was not just a military operation. It was a pivotal moment that would forever alter the course of history and humanity's relationship with nuclear power. The Enola Gay was no ordinary aircraft. She was a Boeing B-29 Superfortress, a marvel of engineering built for long-range missions that pushed the boundaries of aviation. But her legacy is defined by a singular, harrowing mission: the delivery of the first atomic bomb used in warfare. On August 6, 1945, she soared over Hiroshima, carrying a payload that would change the course of history. Imagine the weight of that responsibility on the crew, knowing they were about to unleash unprecedented destruction. The bomb, codenamed Little Boy, detonated with a force equivalent to 15,000 tons of TNT, obliterating the city and altering the fabric of warfare forever. The Enola Gay didn't just drop a bomb. She marked the dawn of the nuclear age, a moment that still resonates in global politics and ethics today. The B-29 Superfortress stands as a testament to human ingenuity and engineering prowess. Imagine soaring through the skies at 31,000 feet, where the air is thin and the world below seems distant. This aircraft wasn't just built for show. It could travel over 3,000 miles without needing to refuel, a feat that was revolutionary for its time. With its ability to carry heavy bomb payloads deep into enemy territory, the B-29 changed the landscape of aerial warfare. Its pressurized cabin and advanced technology allowed crews to operate in comfort and safety, making it a formidable force. The B-29 wasn't just an aircraft. It was a game changer, a symbol of innovation that pushed the boundaries of what was possible in aviation. The Enola Gay was constructed in Omaha, Nebraska in 1944. Her name, however, has an interesting origin. She was named after the mother of the plane's pilot, Colonel Paul W. Tibbets, who was the leader of the mission to drop the atomic bomb. Tibbets chose the name Enola Gay in honor of his mother, Enola Gay Tibbets, who had supported him throughout his career in the Army Air Forces. Little did she know that her name would become synonymous with one of the most momentous and tragic events in human history. To understand the significance of the Enola Gay's mission, we must first look at the broader context of World War II. By 1945, the war in the Pacific had raged for nearly 4 years. The United States and Japan were locked in a brutal conflict, with both sides suffering heavy losses. The American military was faced with the daunting prospect of an invasion of mainland Japan, which was predicted to result in the deaths of millions of soldiers and civilians alike. The battles of Iwo Jima and Okinawa had given the U.S. a grim preview of what an invasion of Japan could look like. Japanese forces were determined to fight to the last man, and the concept of surrender was culturally taboo in the Japanese military. Estimates suggested that an invasion could result in up to 1 million American casualties and even higher Japanese civilian and military deaths. With these prospects in mind, the newly sworn-in President Harry S. Truman faced an impossible decision. The United States had recently completed the development of the atomic bomb under the top-secret Manhattan Project. It was a weapon of unprecedented power, capable of leveling entire cities. But should it be used? On July 16, 1945, the first successful test of an atomic bomb, codenamed Trinity, took place in the New Mexico desert. The blinding flash and deafening explosion convinced scientists and military leaders alike that they had created a weapon of incredible destruction. The question remained, would this bomb be the key to ending the war? On July 26, 1945, the Allies issued the Potsdam Declaration, calling for the unconditional surrender of Japan. The ultimatum stated that if Japan did not surrender, it would face prompt and utter destruction. When Japan refused to surrender, the decision was made to deploy the atomic bomb. The Enola Gay was selected to carry out the mission. Her target, the city of Hiroshima. The bomb she carried was codenamed Little Boy, a uranium-based atomic bomb weighing nearly 10,000 pounds. On August 6, 1945, at 2:45 a.m., the Enola Gay took off from Tinian Island, located in the Pacific Ocean. Along with Tibbets were 11 other crew members, each with a specific role in the mission. As they flew toward Hiroshima, the mood was tense. The crew knew they were about to unleash a weapon unlike anything the world had ever seen. At 8:15 a.m. local time, the Enola Gay reached her target. From an altitude of 31,000 feet, the bomb bay doors opened and Little Boy was released. 43 seconds later, the bomb detonated approximately 1,900 feet above the center of Hiroshima. In an instant, the city was engulfed in a blinding flash of light, followed by a shockwave that flattened buildings and incinerated everything in its path. The temperature at the center of the blast reached over 7,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Over 80,000 people were killed instantly, and thousands more would die in the days and weeks that followed due to radiation exposure. The devastation was unimaginable. Hiroshima was virtually destroyed. But even after such a catastrophic attack, Japan did not immediately surrender. 3 days later, on August 9, 1945, a second atomic bomb was dropped on the city of Nagasaki by another B-29 named Boxcar. This second bomb, codenamed Fat Man, killed an estimated 40,000 people on the day of the explosion. It wasn't until August 15, 1945, that Emperor Hirohito announced Japan's surrender, effectively ending World War II. The use of atomic bombs remains one of the most controversial decisions in military history. Many argue that the bombing saved lives by preventing a full-scale invasion, while others believe it was an unnecessary display of force. The legacy of the Enola Gay is forever linked to this difficult chapter of history. She was the aircraft that delivered the first atomic bomb, a weapon that changed warfare and left an indelible mark on human history. Today, the Enola Gay is preserved at the Smithsonian's National Air and Space Museum in Washington, D.C. Visitors from around the world come to see this infamous aircraft and reflect on the decisions made in 1945. The bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki sparked debates that continue to this day about the ethics of nuclear warfare. In Hiroshima, the Peace Memorial Park and the atomic bomb dome serve as solemn reminders of the devastating effects of war. Every year, ceremonies are held to remember the victims and to promote peace. The use of the atomic bomb also set the stage for the Cold War, leading to an arms race between the United States and the Soviet Union. The threat of nuclear annihilation has loomed over the world ever since, with nations striving to prevent such a catastrophe from happening again. The story of the Enola Gay is one of technological achievement, military strategy, and human tragedy. While her mission may have helped end World War II, it also opened the door to a new era of warfare, one defined by the ever-present specter of nuclear weapons. As we remember the events of August 6, 1945, it's crucial that we continue to reflect on the choices made in the past and the lessons they offer for the future. The story of the Enola Gay is not just about a plane or a bomb. It's about humanity's ongoing struggle to find peace in a world filled with conflict.